what you want to do is you want to start off with lighter weights. Start slowly progressing, adding the weight, and letting your body warm up. Even for a movement like this, like a T-bar row, prison row. At first, I'm showing these youngsters, they'll see big, strong guys like Johnny Jackson, who's a world-class lifter. At Raw Unity, he deadlifted 830 pounds, so he's got that type of strength to be explosive like he does. I just don't want some young kid to watch that and think he can start like that. He started just like this. You go all the way down with the weight, you touch, you come back up. Yeah, we started with a back movement. I just wanted to show the younger kids different ways of doing it, and then I went back to even similar to the way Johnny likes to do it on the prison T-bar rows. Where you go all the way down to the floor, you touch, and then pull the weight. And if you notice in the first sets, when I was letting the nervous system warm up, I was sticking around 5 plates, and we went up to 8 plates, and I started coming up higher with it, and we went all the way up to 10 plates. But I just wanted to show a different view for the exact reason, because then you got to start kind of, from the ground up with good form, and then you go to the heavier weight. And like I say too, because you're always going to have to work through injuries and stuff like that as you get more advanced with the training. As you go lower and touch, just get more, instead of the lower lat insertion on your rhomboids, you're staying a little bit lower and coming up right with it. Whew, that set got me pretty good. Catch that breath. Lightweight. Well, they were kind of deciding. My dad, Ed Sr., and my mom, Geraldine Brown, she goes by Jerry, what to name me. Because originally, they were going to call me Chance, because they took one. That's why I go that heavy. So we went from prison T-bar rows, and I showed you a different variation of how we did it. And then we did the weighted shins. We did a few sets of like 5 or 6 reps, full stretch, and then I did a speed set of like 10. What I aim for in the off season with Josh, like you say, when I was consuming a lot of calories, I had a lot of cushioning around the joints. I was up to 260 pounds, even 270 clothed later in the day. But one of my mentors that I kept in contact with after meeting at the seminar, Ed Cohen, he gave me just, the bar of, even though you're not a power lifter, you need to have certain numbers, and I want you to be able to do them with good form. What he means by he gives me these numbers is, if a power builder, you don't have to go much heavier than that. Granted, yeah, I could probably, if I trained for it in a meet, if I squatted 800, for 4 reps on a handfield bar, yeah, I probably have a 700 squat in me, but is my knees and my hips going to be able to hold that over the course and period of a time to where I've still got to get out there and hit a side chest, a rear double bicep, and all that. So you kind of have to pick your battles from being a power lifter to a bodybuilder, even though it still doesn't mean that you can't train similar. You still want to do the exercises correctly, and you want to be as careful as possible. And then we went to some dumbbell pullovers, did 150 pretty good with the arms bent. 160, I set the weight down after we did a few reps. I felt a little bit of strain in the tricep tendon. Sometimes when you feel your body out and muscles start cramping, tightening up when you get lean, you got to back off. Today's technology, we've got cell phones, we've got computers, we've got all this fancy metropolitan stuff, and nobody's used to being able to do stuff just the old school way anymore. So I still try to keep that in mind. And yeah, granted, being caveman strong, sometimes I don't know when to back off, but I'd much rather go all out and say I tried than, kind of sandbag it. So.